Check, 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 check. Oh, let's hope this camera is working. Why is this like this? Check, 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 check. Oh, let's hope this camera is working. So we've got that. Okay, now why do we not have a picture? It's the fun part about live streaming, guys. You always have problems. Boom. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna play myself a little bit of music. And then while everyone else is coming in, I will set up the rest of this so y'all don't have to wait. So for everyone who is here, let's put this on the screen. No, I lost it. There we go. Let's put this on the screen, yeah. Since we got space. Okie dokie. Hopefully y'all doing good. So we will get the show started in 2 more minutes. We'll give other people about 2 more minutes. Okay, so I can't figure out where my chat box went, but we're okay for right now. How is everyone doing? I will turn around to the camera in just a moment. I feel like y'all would want to be able to talk to each other, you know? That might make a little bit of sense. So, hopefully everyone's doing good today. I woke up a little bit late from my nap, so we are 25 minutes late, but you know, Everyone needs their own personal time, so I'm not even gonna hate. Here's my Facebook for you guys. Uh, I am looking for my stream box. Let's go over here. Professionally. Alright, so how do we... Does anyone disagree with what we were talking about? And I don't know what in the fuck I am doing. This is just excessive. Maybe it's right here. Ah, there we go. Now I need to be able to pull this up. How does anybody know how to pull up the chat box? I know I keep on asking that on all my stuff, but anyways, how's everyone doing? Welcome. I will once again turn around here in like 3 seconds if I can figure out what the fuck happened to my chat box. It was literally just right here. This is weird. This is I don't like this, but I mean, once again, chat box just dis-a-fucking-peared. This is awesome. Let's do this. Ah, well, just fuck me, right? Cool. Hey, there it is. There's our chat box. Bam, what's going on? Jessica, what is up? How you doing? You know what? Instead of just being all fancy and shit, we just gonna leave the chat box open right here. It is going very well. Now, let's hide this stuff over here. Hey, we're in there like swimwear, as they say. All right, so welcome. I don't even know. Let me see if you can see me. We're gonna jack this camera up a little bit. I am very good. I am very good. As you can see, my lighting is beyond terrible, but it is okay. I'm trying to work on it right now, but I start school tomorrow, so we did a little yard sale today. And after that, I fell asleep. So time to get back up and get ready for our pretty fun stream. And yeah. So does anybody agree? Well, first off, let's start out with, does anybody have any kids going to school? Oh. I'm sure y'all are wondering for me, but I am going back to school. I never really left school, I guess. But I am going to school for exercise science. I've already got an associate's degree in my CCAF, my community college at the Air Force. So yeah, I'm trying to finish my exercise science degree and then get into grad school to be a PT. Yeah, and apparently they lock all the doors before the day before class starts, so I couldn't get in and see my the exact location. Anyways, let's get this shit on the road. I'm gonna go grab my bowl peas. I'm gonna spark this up. I haven't even eaten dinner yet, guys. Oh, I hope that y'all understand. I wasn't just like dilly-dallying. I guess technically I was because I was asleep. Anyways, I'm gonna go get my bowl peas. We're gonna spark this bitch up and we're gonna get going. You be a PT, medical Mary Jane. I'm legal, so I mean, as long as I'm in a state that allows it, like it shouldn't be a problem. I think that would be goofy because, like, I would understand if you didn't have your medical medicinal card, but like I think people still have it misconstrued. Like everyone's like so basically you're just stoned when you're out. I'm like, no, it's not the same. It's not the same. Like, I mean, obviously you can get inebriated if you smoke too much, but I mean, even at the worst, you're just gonna fall asleep. You're just gonna be unproductive. But like, I smoke for like I don't drink coffee anymore. I wake up, I smoke. I basically use it like my anxiety meds. Like they have me on Buse Bar for four different four different times a day, Prozac in the morning, and then Buse Bar at night, and then Ambien, and then mini press to sleep. So like I just take an edible at night. I smoke in the morning. I smoke at lunch, and then I smoke at night. That's it. Let's see what else we got. If Joe Rogan and Elon Musk are allowed to do it on stream podcast, you're good, in my opinion. Thank you. I believe you're legal. Just didn't think it would be able to practice with it. I think in some places, like especially like when I plan to go back to North Carolina, I'm not sure because right now they're not allowed. Can y'all hear me? Okay. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. Anyways, God, there's such a terrible shadow on the right hand side of my body. Let's try this. Huh. There we go. It's crazy what light can do. Anyways, so yeah, so I think I'll be fine. And I mean, and to be honest, if a company wouldn't allow me to smoke or anything like that, I wouldn't want to work for them anyway, because it's time to get past that backwards thought process about people's medication, people's help. Like everyone wants to judge, and everyone's like, "Well, you're smoking weed. Well, you're probably on fucking 10 different medications too. So suck my dick." I gotta pour a little bit of this out. Okie dokie. So, as we discussed, I believe that religion was designed as I hope you don't mind because I'm gonna be sitting here eating too because I gotta fucking eat dinner. I gotta be up at 4:30 in the morning. But I believe that religion was designed. I think that religion was designed for good to begin with, but once selfish, in my opinion, that would be the word that I used, would be selfish. People got involved and started manipulating others to think, because I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like, hey, we got one viewer on YouTube, check that out. That's cool. But now, like, I don't think, I don't per se say they're bad people, but I do believe that they're selfish, and so when money gets involved and people are easily swayed, manipulation becomes involved. And that's just my opinion because I'm out here in Utah and I see it. And as far as I know, I'm not like a giant political guy, but church and state's supposed to be separated, and out here it's not. It's almost like it's not almost like, but it seems like the church runs the state here, which is fine because like as long as I think it's okay as long as the whole state's on board with it, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit forced. With that being said, I still don't like the idea of religion because it takes away from spirituality, and that's how I feel about that, to be honest. And this is why I ask this question. I do believe in God. I do believe in God and a creator, and these are just my opinions, like, and I'm not afraid to talk about shit like this. I don't personally care, but yeah, like I truthfully do believe there's a creator, there's a God. With that being said, I believe religion is supposed. I'm not gonna say supposed, but I believe it needs to be just tied to who you are versus like right and wrong. One's right and one's wrong. I believe that. I mean, for the most part, most religions are right. Because I mean, they all have the holistic views of the same stuff. Just pick one that you like and just don't be a dick. Like, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's just like, well, the Bible said. Bro, I ain't talking about that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about religion as a whole. If you don't like it, leave. I'm so tired of uh, catering to everyone's emotional process. You're an adult. You can turn this off if you don't want to watch it. Don't be a little fucking pussy. Um, but yeah, so what's y'all's opinions on it? Let's see here. You're good, my guy. Just sounds loud because the empty room. I can fix that. Hold on. Sig me on mic. Okay, I believe religion wasn't created necessarily as a distraction, but it has definitely been used by some as one. Hobson describes my taste on religion the best. Ooh, Hobson. Okay, so first, let me hit this, and I'm gonna get my food, and then we'll start with Jessica. Uh, by the way, guys, if y'all don't know, Jessica on here on the chat, I guess I should just point to the screen. No loud, not loud, kind of echoed. Oh, it's definitely echoed. I don't have any sound barrier or sound dampeners in here. Yeah, let me hit this. And also, these pieces are really pretty. I mean, I know guys are supposed to be pretty, but also guys are supposed to have fucking bed buds, so whatever. Uh, let's see here. Alright, so let's see. So Jess says. Alright, so Jess, my question is, are you religious or are you spiritual? For me, I consider myself to be a very spiritual guy. Um, I've practiced meditation before I joined, and I'm about to start practicing again. Um, but at the time, I was getting called, just like weird and just, I mean, not getting made fun of, but getting made fun of. So I do practice. I will start practicing meditation again, and for me, I'm a very believer. I'm a large believer in just energy in general. I mean, if you can't see my whole life, I'm dedicating my life to exercise science. Um, but throughout that, there's energy that gets produced, and I mean, anyone who knows anything about science knows energy can't be produced nor created. It's always here. So I start thinking about that, and then your soul and everything. I think your soul is just pure energy, and well, you can you can cultivate that through things like meditation. I'm on this shitty hotel internet, so it keeps cutting you off. Oh, that's whack, bro. Why don't you turn the Wi-Fi off? And just run on your data. Oh crap! I don't even have to stream up or buy. I would say honestly both. I'm a Christian, but I don't believe we are saved by certain religious views or rules. Okay, so as in a Christian, so I'm a little bit ignorant when it comes to this, so you're gonna have to bear with me. So Christianity believes in the main difference between Christianity is the Trinity and the Jesus Christ part, right? Because Christians believe that Jesus died for our sins, and then I'm not sure what the difference between like Catholic and everyone else is. So do you go to church if you don't mind me asking? And if you do you like practice at home or how do you feel? Ooh, I'm in Germany. Eesh. Eesh, that sucks. Why are you in Germany? Congrats, by the way. Um, yeah, first off, why are you in Germany? Oh, by the way, let's hit the share button if y'all can. I'm gonna go on and share this because I straight forgot. So hold on. Yeah, I gotta go through and share this shit. Share this shit. Bro, Facebook need to fix their shit. I can't post it. It won't let me post it. Look. It's like out of the picture. So fucking whack. Oh, Facebook need to fix some shit. I can't post it. It won't let me post it. Fuck it. Guess we're not gonna post it. Fuck me, right? Well, there's other ways to do this, I guess. Um, okay, I went to church in Nebraska because they were honestly about helping their neighbors and doing good, but I haven't found one since I moved back here. They're way okay. So let me see here. There are way too many different religions with vivid descriptions, on begging all men and women to be different. Main reason I believe in a higher power, not God exactly. Okay. And our plane is here, also doing a bunch of volunteer stuff with the refugees. Nice. Okay, like lots of churches here are about pretending to be good people on Sunday and just giving money to the church, but I'm not about, but I'm about serving others. I apologize for that. To listen, not to be different. I'm drunk. That's hops and lyrics. I bet. So, kid, that's dope as fuck. That's super nice. I love Germany, by the way. It's amazing. Let's see here. First off, when were you in Nebraska? That's my first question. And then my second question is, I don't know how to say this. Why do you think that people? I mean, do you think it's more of like for clout that people go to church on Sunday and then they just don't practice what they preach, or do you think they just genuinely do not understand the message and they're kind of walking in footsteps and not really trying to understand and practice and take the time? Or do you think they just don't fucking care? While we're waiting, I'm gonna hit this. By the way, if y'all smoke and y'all don't have percolators in your bongs or bowls or whatever, you're missing out. Smoothest shit in the world. A good ability of doing something. So yeah, like that's it for me, especially like after being into Japanese culture so much, and then like I grew up as a Southern Baptist, so it's a little bit strange for me. Because like we grew up, I mean, kind of as she is saying. I'm gonna take this picture while I'm doing this, also I can post it. Um, but and I wouldn't even say like it was fake per se, but it just seems like people were just kind of going through the motions, and so I didn't like that, but it didn't fulfill me, if that makes sense. So for me, like I really got more sense in meditation. I read a book called Your Sacred Self by um it's called his name is Dr. Wayne Dyer. His books are fucking expensive. It sucks, but I actually had the book and I gave it away, and I gotta buy it again. But it talks about finding your inner self. And at the time, I had just moved out of my parents' house. Technically, I had gotten kicked out, but my dad told me to stay, and I was just like, nah, fuck this, I'm leaving. Um, just to kind of prove a point. It was a dumb point. I was immature. Uh, so, so I started reading this book, and it was talking about meditation and stuff. And like, I started meditating. I had no idea what I was doing. I had zero fucking idea. And then like I started like practicing what was in this. It was a tiny, tiny little book. It was like this big. And I'll be with you in just a second. Let me finish this. I started practicing. I started noticing all these changes in my life, and then I joined the Air Force, and I slowly stopped doing it right out of my first probably year in the Air Force, because like not only are you just like slammed with stuff, but like and like the people at my first base were amazing too. That being said, I was still like a 20-year-old kid, fucking meditating, not going out on Saturday and reading and all these other things. So I just felt like an outcast. I feel like an outcast still. So now as I'm getting older and I'm finally becoming my own person, like, you know what? I do want to do these things. Like, these spiritual things are what I want to explore versus religion. I'm going to study religion because I find it to be very important. With that being said, I need to, for my own fulfillment, I need to be spiritual. Okay, I was impressed in the hubby helped build this Strat Cobb head. Ufoot Air Force Base. I've never heard. Oh, okay. I got you now. What I meant was, I saw people who were going to church for basically clout and standing in the community, but stepped on and treated people poorly outside church. Okay, and yeah, so with that being said, my question to challenge that is, just to play devil's advocate, just my curiosity, is, so what do you do to change that? You know, like, does that stop? Obviously, it changes your opinion on church, but does that stop you from going? Or would you just prefer to go somewhere different or find basically a more efficient way, like, not more efficient, but more comfortable way, like practicing at home, like everything else we're doing in today's fucking society? Alright, so while that marinates, I'm gonna pour this out. Oh, wait, I can just drink this. It's water. I'm a fucking nerd. Look at that. Anyways. I want some ice. I want some ice in this thing. And I got dinner over here that I haven't eaten. So, while that's marinating with you guys, I got my friends, I guess it's my friends, my neighbors and I, they had a yard sale, and they allowed me to drop some of my stuff off over there. And so, I was going to cook them this badass chicken dinner. But, you know, like, I was really hot. It was hot outside and shit. And I came inside, showered, took a fucking nap. I ate like 5 Doritos and took a nap and just like fell asleep like a 7-year-old after a long day. And fortunately they went and ate. But I had to get food because I had to do this. So it is a bowl. I gotta get up in the morning and work out and shit, so I can't be eating terribly. So yeah. Anyways, back to the whole, and we can talk about whatever y'all want to. I just like to have a talking point, you know. Because I can't be on here all night. Just, you know, we all gotta work in the morning, or preferably do something other than wish that we were sleeping in the. Okay, so I broke, and the ice just fell down there. The ice got stuck in the top, so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna be smart and broke it off in there, but it'll be okay. Instead of pouring it all out, how about we just not panic and continue what we're doing? Anyways, what I was talking about is the book by Dr. Wayne Dyer. He also has a. If you look him up on Amazon right now, I'll put his name in the chat for you guys, and I'll put this book in there too. I read a lot, and I'm trying to get away from social media. I'm trying to just find out what items are actually tool. Holy fuck, you can put whatever you want to in there, dude. I'm gonna put frozen blueberries in there. Anyways, yeah, see, I'm still kind of calming down a little bit from earlier and, smoking. Anyways, whole point being is, you check the chat. At practice at home, I missed the question. Heather, how are you? I watch a dude from NC that talks a lot about history in his sermons, and I find it very interesting. Okay, so Heather, hi, welcome. No, we were just talking. So I had asked Jessica if if people faking, I don't want to say like faking, but people going to church for clout to say like, oh, like, or to go as like a fashion statement and things like that. Same thing with the gym. And this is Jessica's reply. Lovely, love your setup. Thank you. It's still a lot of work. Honestly, honestly, I've just had this in my head for a while, and I had to. I've been just doing a lot of shit lately, just a lot of spinning. So I had to hurry up and throw it together. But yeah, no, like this is pretty dope. I got some badass ideas coming to North Carolina that center around. If y'all stick, I'll tell you like this. If I keep on streaming and y'all keep on staying in, I'll give y'all a hint a week on the business I want to start. But the first hint is the end game is in North Carolina. Yes, hopefully we can do this. We need money though, and but yeah. So Heather, what's your opinion on that? Noob, what is up, my dog? It has been a minute. How you been? How you been? Oh, and Heather, you missed me break off my plastic fork into my percolator, and then the realization that I can put blueberries or strawberries or anything in here because that's a percolator and it's not gonna go down in there. It's pretty dope. Anyways, and we talked about dinner, so I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna go get an actual fork. This isn't gonna melt. I'm gonna be okay, guys. Hopefully. Oh yeah. Also, I said if you don't have a percolator on your bowl pieces, you're fucking up. It's too harsh to smoke the other way. Nuke, I have been good, bro. I have been good. I can't complain. I start school tomorrow. Um, I start. Well, I started my new job about. Oh my God, it's only been a week. I started my new job a week ago as a PT aide, as physical therapist aide. Um, but I'm gonna run a few side businesses because I'm not really about wasting time, and like I felt really guilty about that. That's something else I wanted to mention. Okay, we'll talk about that. Let me grab. Actually, you know what? Let me grab my. See, this is a problem with being a person who moves a lot. I can't find anything. All right, so hey guys, remind me. Never mind. I'll get to your question. My name is. Do these people find going to church fun or helpful if they aren't learning new information on their spiritual journey? This is a loaded question for me because I am from Stanco. I studied literature of the Bible in college, I saw you break the plastic fork and the music was right on cue for it. I can't wait. Can y'all hear the music? Because this is definitely, I'm going to get muted, but I can't sit here in silence. I love classical music. That's what I was going to say. We'll talk about this in the end of the show, but don't let people make you feel guilty about the things that you like. Okay? I need to write that down because, I mean, technically, I guess I am still a stoner, but my brain thinks a billion times a minute, and, well, everyone says, but, like, I can't keep up with thoughts sometimes, so I gotta write them down. Okay, so Heather, I don't know. I think it's more of a clout thing. High school music is fire. Nice. I'm starting my junior year in high school in 3 days. Interesting topic for the stream. Yes, you should run your own business. Follow that light. All right, bet. So Heather, let's start out with what you said. Let people make you feel bad about being you. Okay. So, well, what do you think, Heather? Okay, so, I'm gonna be frank. Y'all know, if you know me, you know I've always been very honest and straightforward. Honestly, I think people think about it in the way that plays directly into my question. So I think people look at it more as like, I pay my tithes, I've paid my time, like I'm going to paradise because I did this. And I don't believe it's like that at all. I believe, and this is my personal opinion, if you don't believe it, I don't fucking care. Um, I really don't, sorry. Um, but in my opinion, the way I see it is if there's a creator, which I truthfully do believe there is, and also I believe that science and church should work together, not mixed, but work together. Um, but let's back up. Anyways, but if there's a creator, someone whoever created us has to be more intelligent than us, and we don't even know how our body works yet. We don't know everything in our mind. So I see it more as like, okay, everything's more predetermined, and if God, well, I mean, if there is truthfully a God, and I believe there is, like, it doesn't, you do things for the good, specifically because it's like a game of chess. God made the rules. If you shoot yourself, you're gonna die. That's a rule. Like, I mean, it's a fucking fact. There's gravity. If you fucking fall from a building, your body is going to break in one way or multiple ways, and you're going to bleed out. There's no way to stop that unless there's medical there. I understand this seems like it's far from the point, but I promise it comes back around. Um, but whenever people are doing these things, it's just fake, but it wastes your time. And so ultimately, like when you're going to church because this, that, and the other reason, instead, what you could have been doing, X, Y, and Z, spending time with your children, turning to your children because you have children. Like most of the time, that's why people go to church, is to build a foundation for children or for themselves, or to reinstill these foundations in themselves, for my opinion. So opposed to just faking it, you're ultimately fucking yourself in the end. It's just like when you go to practice a sport, you can jog and act like you're really working hard, but ultimately you're just fucking yourself in the end because you have to actually prove this. And so your kids are going to grow up without these values. You're missing out on these values and you're wasting your time. So one thing that we can't get back. So ultimately you're just playing yourself, and that's where I think that comes in. Okay. yes. And that's the thing, like, just because someone has a different opinion than you doesn't mean it's wrong. Like, just because someone's a Christian, and this goes, and this is something else I want to talk about is concepts. I think the reasoning for this is, the reasoning for religion is to give us a common ground for your area, no matter where your location is. So every location has literally, in each continent, each country, each place, they have a religion that is tied to their environment and who they are, And I think that's what it is. So just find what it is and then just follow the values and actually practice them, because they will teach you the rules of life and how to go about it, and these manifestations of good deeds and prayer and caring for people. Because, like, why be an asshole? Why care about someone's sexual preference? I don't give a fuck if he's fingering your butthole. I don't care. It's nothing I fucking care about. What I care about is, okay, is that what your husband or your boyfriend likes? And that's what y'all are happy? Oh, okay, cool. I don't give a fuck. That's their house. Let them live. If they need help, help them. But don't cause someone else stress because of your fucking opinion and your own insecurities. Don't be that person, dog. Okay, let's see here. I believe as a society, we need to work on bridging that gap. I feel like ultimately church in America is a business of fucking people. Yes. Fucking facts. Say it again, louder for the people in the back. Also, Heather, who do you listen to, like, as in classical music? So I just started out listening to classical music, and I started out with, obviously, like, the big one, Beethoven, and then I moved to Mozart. But I found Vivaldi. Through a TV show on Netflix. So Netflix, so I have a motto that we young adults need to live our lives in certain ways. So you talk to elders, you need to treat your body the way an 80-year-old treats their body. You need to love life like a child does. You need to stay focused like a canine does. I have a lot of other things. With that being said, you apply these concepts day in and day out. Like J. Cole has this thing saying, what's the exact quote? He says, basically he's saying that everyone's talking about living fast and dying young, so he says, fuck it, I drive slow and pray I die old. Because life is beautiful and we're out here taking it for granted every day. Like, we truthfully are, and we're really just going through the motions, and I've been really listening to music and trying to study music and listen to people in general, and the people who have done it before, and stop listening to these motherfuckers who are at a position doing. The problem isn't listening, the problem is doing and blindly following your peers that are in the same position that you are or worse. So it sounds crazy, but like people like Nipsey Hussle, Frederick Delavere, the guy that you see these posters, these people have done these things before, and I mean, you need to listen to them. You need to listen to them because, like, they're telling us how to do these successful things, all these things that we want to do, and I mean, I truthfully believe we just take it for granted every day. I really do. Okay, I'm not religious at all. I see religion as some sort of motivation for enclosure, believing in how this all started, but also the motivation part is really key, knowing that if you do good things, you will be rewarded. Okay. I'm not religious at all, but I'm really open-minded to the whole topic of religion. That's good, I can dig that. Except if it was a business, it would be taxed. Tax that shit. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. If it's business, that's cool. Business is business, but tax that shit. Bro. Yes. Thank you. As you can see, I get excited. Mission work taught me the good. Mission work taught me the good in religion, right? Like the gypsy villages in Bulgaria, we connected to those people with love and religion. Ah! Honestly, classical was the only thing that got me through long, long nights in college. Facts. It really does because it helps you breathing. And people don't really think about that. But literally, a lot of us don't breathe. And a lot of our anxiety stems from holding our breaths. And if you follow my Instagram, I put thoracic expansion exercises and put a joint on there. It was a joke, but seriously, I smoking inflames parts of your lungs, and it's not good for your kids. With that being said, if you're gonna smoke something A that is either A good for you or B not as bad for you, and C practice breathing. Because the reason that I advocate for smoke breaks is because like people who smoke, they get to go outside. They get to go outside and sit down. When's the last time you fucking went outside and just sat down? It's been a minute. It's probably been a minute. I'm sure someone's like, "Oh, I was just outside earlier." Well, the majority of humans sit inside. Okay, especially in a long day where you work like, bro, we're not supposed to be out there working like 4 hours straight. Fuck out of here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna work probably 2 hours. I'm gonna take a 10-minute break and sit outside and decompress because it's more effective for everyone versus me just being tired as shit, you know? Okay, let's see here. Also, small change should change the category of stream to just chatting from Warzone. I tried to, but I was already an hour late, so didn't really get to. All right, so we are going to take a brief recess. Let's see here. Y'all want to be back in 10? If y'all want to be back in 10, that's cool. Everyone nod your head. We'll do like the Dora Explorer thing, like, we'll be back in 10. Is that okay? Yeah. That's weird. I don't know. But I'll be right back. Yeah, so just, yeah, 10 minutes. I'll be back in 10. I'm probably gonna, actually, no, I'm gonna eat. Because, yeah, I love talking to you guys. But yeah, be back. So I'll tell you what's so funny. Hold on a second. All right, so the fuck. Oh, hopefully, hopefully my hopefully my neighbors don't get upset about me telling this. Edibles because I'm powering down for the night. So, an edible. I have an edible. Um, and I pair it with my nighttime meds, which is mm-hmm. It's about dogs, by the way. What I'm gonna tell you. But my nighttime meds, because I'm sure someone's wondering. Well, this a half Unisom tab because I was taking a double dose of the full tabs of Unisom, but I do one of these or a half of one of those. Obviously, I sit in my bed and I smoke and I read, but also I take vitamin D, a collagen supplement, and an iron supplement. And then obviously, since I'm going to the gym in the mornings, I alternate on a creatine supplement. Yeah. So I think it's kind of smarter to take your vitamins at night instead of in the morning because your body is doing the most work at night repairing. I mean, it's obviously working while you're going, but it can't. Your body can only do so much of so much stuff. So I'm not gonna update my computer while I'm fucking working on it for school. Now I'm gonna update it right before I go to bed. Anyway, so doggies. My neighbors got some roommates, and they have a little old pug, and then their roommates have two dogs. And one's the mom and one's the daughter. The mom is in heat, so like This is all happening in like the last few days, but like I'm going outside to smoke because because I like to sit outside. I don't know, I just like to sit outside and smoke. I like to go outside, and so I go outside and like it's so weird because like I've seen them like all humping each other, but I don't know like because they're all like stop stop stop. So I don't know like, but it's like it's so weird because like Bilbo is the dog's name, and Bilbo humps the mom. And then the mom just sits there, and then the daughter humps the mom. I'm just like, wait, guys, y'all don't understand. Oh my god! And then they're literally just having like a three-way every couple minutes. And I'm just like, I can't. It's so hard not like I don't want to look, but I can't look away. And I'm just like, and then as soon as I look away, the fucking dog starts barking at me. I'm just like, well, now I have to look at you. So basically, these three fucking little dogs are just fucking, and like, I'm trying to just like smoke my bowl out on my back porch, just like, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna look, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna look, and I look, and they're all just fucking. I'm just like, well, bruh. So, anyways, it's just, it's about that time. Yes, it's about that time. So, I got to eat like 4 bites. It's really hard to eat when dogs are having an orgy in front of you, and so like yeah, I didn't really get to eat much. It's kind of gross. Oh man, I ought to go take a picture of him and post it so y'all can see his mental image. Oh, okay. So Heather, if you're back, Jess, if you're back, Nuke, if you're back, and whoever else, y'all can just drop like a thumbs up or something if y'all are back. Where you go? I hear it. Oh god, that shit was funny, bro. I mean, it's like fucked up, but but it's funny too. Hey, so I'm curious. Okay, so I understand. I understand that they're animals, you know. Like I understand that, but still, like it's just so weird, man. Damn it, man! This ice is starting to melt, and like my percolator is like kind of submerged a little bit more, and I get a little bit of splashback. But like, so first off, kid, like, okay, grown-ups, if y'all fucking smoke out of bongs, change your fucking bong water every day and clean your bowl every fucking day. You're an adult now. You don't know. 2-day bong water is disgusting. One use bong water is disgusting. You're not gonna. I will drink out of the same water bottle maybe for about 2 to 3 days. Not gonna smoke out of the same bong water for more than a day. Be a grown up. Damn it. No one wants to fucking. First off, I don't like smoking with adults because it's my medicine. But every now and then, you know, like we'll smoke together and stuff like that. Your fucking bong better be clean. I'm not smoking with you. All right, Jess here, Heather's here, Duke is here, so we're good. It's really hard to you. Hey, bro. I'm gonna clip an image from that, and I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. It's like what? Yeah, like it's like they don't give a fuck. They're like, this is my territory. You're gonna watch. Damn. Bet. Thank you. So something else that I'm thinking about doing. I think I'm thinking about doing it. I've already decided that I'm gonna do it. By the way. Um, I think I'm gonna start hosting maybe once a week to see how it goes, but a workout, like a live stream here, because I mean I have everything I need, and we'll just do like a like functional fitness in the mornings. Keep it cool, chill, simple. And then I can tune in if you want to. I get up early, but people on the East Coast, so I get up about 4:35. Um, so it'll be like 6:37 for East Coast people, which may not be early enough, but I kind of find it pertinent to get up and not work out, to get up and stretch. Like a lot of these illnesses are chronic illnesses, and you basically were just in a coma for hopefully 8 hours. You should probably get up and stretch. All right, so my question is, do y'all want to switch gears? We will stream for the next. We'll stream for the next hour, and we'll take a 10-minute break in between. Y'all want to switch gears? Y'all want to move to the topic that we had talked about earlier? Is well, I'll write it down because my ass forgets. Don't let people make you feel bad about being you. Or do we want to continue talking about religion? So, if our 4 people that's viewing, holy shit, we got 5 people. That's nice. Shout out to everyone. First things first, while you were deciding, thank you guys for tuning in. I know I have been absent, but I promise you I'm trying to make it, without saying this in a coded language, I'm trying to fund my life to where I have complete freedom over my time up until my degree is done. So I still need to go to school to, I have to go for about 5 more years. Hopefully I get into grad school, but it'll be about 5 more years so I can get my PhD, or my DPT. And then, but even in this next 4 to 5 years though, within this year, I want to figure out. I know, not figure out. I'm going to know how to do it, to fund it, to where basically all I have to do is go to school and then go to my other job, which is pertinent for the hours for physical therapy, and then we can stream more. We can do more of the things that I enjoy. I don't know what the fuck y'all are gonna do. Hopefully y'all can watch, but hopefully we can do this together and we can all learn together. We smoking then. If we smoking, then I'm down. I'll support the high meditation fitness. That's the ultimate dream. I'm gonna run, get my computer. We can go whatever direction. All right, bet. Cool. That works. So that is another thing. I do smoke when I work out. That's another thing about working out in the house. And that's another thing. When I say I smoke, obviously y'all see how I smoke. It's the way I'm beginning to eat. We're not fucking children anymore, man. Nuke, you're kind of a kid. But hear from us, who have heard from others that are above us in age in the hierarchy system, like smoke for the actual purpose of what it's being used to. It's to relieve anxiety. I get very anxious about the next day. So that's why I smoke at night. And it helps me, and for me, like, Heather, and I don't think Jessica knows me, but Heather knows me, and I'm a very high energy guy. Always have been, but smoking slows me down enough to where I can literally just focus on one task, like just streaming. Otherwise, I would be up doing 1,000 different things because I'm in ADHD or anxiety or all of the above. I don't know. So, anyways, we'll wait on Heather to grab her laptop, and I'm gonna rip this. I'm gonna finish this, and then where's my ashtray? Oh, I don't need an ashtray. I just need this. And then I think we should change direction. I think that was just a good topic, and I would like to keep things fluid in it, and it doesn't mean that we can't come back to it. Like, it's not like this is completely static, So, yeah, I'm gonna hit this, knock this out, and we're gonna get moving on. So, anybody have an example where you felt bad about being who you are? I know I have a few, but before I tell you, and y'all drop in the chat, I wanted to ask you. Facts. So Heather says it's a lifestyle, beautiful decision to enjoy every moment of life. Otherwise, squirrel. Facts. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. And Nuke, yes, I am 16. Yes, the biggest advice I can tell you is not only hear, not only listen, not only question, but understand the things that people are telling you. And find the people who truthfully care about you. Because they're never going to try to lead you wrong. They may lead you wrong, but they're not trying to. They're not trying to manipulate you, So, like, I wish I would have understood that a lot earlier, and I wish that my peers would have been a bit more patient with me, because I understand who I was at the time, and I was very difficult, but, I still appreciate what they did for me. So just listen to what they're saying. I keep on wanting to say this, but guys, if y'all like this, share it. Share it. You have to share, and not only for me, But like, if we can get big enough, we can make money and we can do this. I because I mean, idealistically, I would like to have a couple thousand people in here, you know, and people dropping donations in here, and then I take that money, I make apparel, and we can make money here, you know. We can figure out a way. I will make money. I know for a fact I will. But this can be our channel. This can all be something. And at the very fucking end, I mean, who knows? Like, shit, we may just pass it on to someone else. Fucking, I don't know. You know, like, let's let this thing grow into something else. But if y'all don't like it, tell me. Let me know. Like, that's another thing. Adults don't fucking communicate. Everyone talks like, yeah, communicate, you gotta communicate. But adults don't communicate for dick. I'm telling you that right now. So just tell me if you don't like it, if there's something you want to change. Now, obviously, don't be disrespectful, but anyways, whole point is to share it if you like it, or just react. It's the reactions, because you got to remember, there's not like a human being sitting on the other side of this, like being like, oh yeah, everyone's liking the show. No, this goes off of clicks, engagements, shares, likes, comments, things like that, engagement, because it's an algorithm, so you have to click. You have to click. And I hate to say it like that, but if y'all want things like this, I would love to give my time, and I would love to do this all the time. But I don't got money for it. So if we can grow, I promise you I will give my time back to you. Because I love doing this. I love speaking to you guys, and y'all guys help me grow too. Okay, so examples. So my my freshman and sophomore year in high school, I was a fucking dweeb. Like a nerd, a corny, and I was just trying, like, everyone's trying to fit in, you know, like, it's not just me, I know that, but, like, I remember at one point, dude, I had computer speakers that I wore around my neck, like, oh, fuck, bro, and, like, I would wear them motherfuckers in, because I didn't want to put them in my backpack, and so I would wear them motherfuckers in, like, because, you know, they split off, so I wore them in, and I'd get to my locker, and I would put them bitches up in my locker, and I just sit there and listen to music. Not like sit there, but like when I'm doing shit, you know. And then go to class, 'cause I thought it was so cool. Yeah, it was whack as shit. But no, like, I really loved art class. Like, and my brother, okay, so Heather and Jess know my brother, Brandon. So my brother Brandon is a musician. He's amazing. I mean, if anyone loves life itself, it's him. And he's a beautiful individual in and through of himself. And, you know, like, he's the one that I've always looked up to. Well, obviously the rest of my family, but, like, for that specific reasoning. Anyways, I would get really jealous because my brother was always so much better than me. But I mean, he was older than me. I didn't really get it. So, like, but, like, I'd go to art class and I loved it. And I remember, what was his name? He was just trying to get me to focus and be like, hey, no, you need to put more time into this because you're good at it. Hell no, I had fucking football. Like, suck my dick, I'm not doing this. Which was stupid, I should have. But the whole point behind this is, like, I felt so pressured because of, like, I thought the only thing that I was good at was football. And it sucked. And in reality, and I'm just now coming to this realization, and I'm starting to understand, like, athletes may be dumb, but the really, really prolific athletes, they always talk about their brain. It's because they understand. They're so meticulous, and they've done so much practice, and they understand how the body moves. They understand how the ball reacts into whatever it is. Like, and I noticed for me, like, I loved studying just in general, but I didn't think I was good at it, like, because at the time, for me, football was just so much bigger. I mean, I was a sophomore, I was a junior, or a freshman, junior, and sophomore, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, like, we were young. So, like, I just didn't think anything of it. And then, like, as I'm growing up, like, on Saturday night, I genuinely like to sit down and fucking study. I like to read. Like, I just do. I mean, books are gold, man. Like, uh, but everyone kept on telling us, like, nah, man, you can't do that all the time, like, you're gonna burn out, you need blah, 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 blah. And about a week ago, I realized what they're saying is they can't do that. This is my fucking life. I love to read on Saturday night. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get my dick sucked too. But I would also like to read on Saturday night. And so when people are like saying these things to you, obviously hear them, but when they're processing through your brain, make sure they go through a filter to be like, okay, are they saying this because are they reflecting? Because I've started noticing a lot of people have done that in my life. And then coming from the other side, I've noticed there's been a lot of people that's been trying to help me, and that filter has stopped it, because I'm just like, oh, well, I'm not listening to these people, and I'm definitely not going to listen to these people, but these people are still right, if that makes any sense. Yo, maybe we should define communication. Okay, define communication. Let's see here. What type of communication though? I think all communication is. I think at a basic level, all communication is the same. I'll let y'all hold on to that for a second. Bro, I packed a whole bowl. Time is 7:18. Okay. 7:18. 7. Cool. Yeah. This is going really well though. Thank you guys for engaging in the chat. You guys are amazing. And yeah, nah, man, I got football. Like Heather, I don't think you understood. Like, and I'm not trying to brag. I'll say this. In high school, I was like one of like 15 black dudes in a sea of white chicks and white dudes. It's like, and I was really good at sports. Why the fuck am I gonna study? I it just I just wish kids wouldn't go to school so early. Because now I'm about to go back to school. Who knows? I may fail. I may fail every one of my classes. But I know one thing. I can work. I know how to fucking work. I know how to follow directions. And you're trying to tell, well, 14, 15, 16, 17 year olds to sit in a fucking classroom when they've got their fucking dick getting harder than ever, she's hornier than ever, and they're sitting in class fucking 3 feet from each other. How the fuck can you concentrate? And they're like, well, this is gonna be important to you. Well, yeah, so are fucking taxes, but I ain't gotta deal with that shit right now. But now, as I'm an adult, I'm looking at this like, oh, this is very important. I've already got enough pussy in my life, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. And so now I can focus on my school. And I want to focus on my school. I know the importance of it. And once again, these philosophers that I talk about, he says, find your purpose or you're wasting air. Anyone know who that is? I doubt you do. It's Nipsey Hussle, his Victory Lap album. But he makes a good point. And this is, I'm not going to turn around and look at the chat because I'll forget about this. I'll forget the whole thought. But I'll tell you something about time and why this is important. Anyways, why that quote is so important is find your purpose or you're wasting air. Think about it. Even if our life isn't predetermined, you don't know when you're going to die. There's a start, there's an end. We're just a blip in time. So if your life has this much time, well, your heart can only beat so many times. Each breath, literally, is about you. So why not say something nice? Why not find a fucking purpose? Because literally, if you're not, you are wasting fucking air. You are wasting air. And there's someone out there that's saying, what? Nah, you're wasting your fucking air. You're wasting the air around here. Let that dog have that air. Let that plant have that air. Because you waking up and doing what? You waking up and making someone's day bad? Just because your dick's little? Just because you missed the payment? Just because she ain't text you back? Just because he fucking... I don't know, like, man, stop that. Let's grow the fuck up. Okay. just because conversation doesn't mean we communicate. Like how you talked about the barrier, where someone was trying to help, but you had that block. Okay, let's talk about communication. Okay, so let's talk about a specific situation. So, So as y'all know, I've learned a lot of different stuff. Um, okay, we'll go back to my childhood. Sorry, I need to stop doing this because I'm sure it's really loud. Um, but back in my childhood, when I was growing up, my dad would always make these really animated impressions. So like, if y'all don't know my dad, DB Henson, he's a man's man, like fucking carpenter, work on cars, all this other shit, yard work. He's a fucking guy. Like, and he wants his sons to be fucking men, which I'm very fortunate. And at the time, he'd be like, go and get me a fucking blah, 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 some fucking, I don't know, like, just a nut of some type, or or a bolt or something, I don't fucking know. And I couldn't find it. And here, I'll do this impression for you. But picture he's 70, so picture about a 58-year-old white male with long white hair and a beard doing this. And like, he's got on like a Dale Earnhardt cutoff and some work pants and some boots. And so like, and like, my parents aren't the ones that are like, okay, son, this is what I'm saying. They weren't patient. My parents are like, look, motherfucker, use your eyes. And then the second time, they're going to smack the shit out of you. And then the third time, they're going to fucking grab you and shove your face in it and be like, it's right here, you dumbass. But before all of that, this is the way my parents would do it. I'd always be scared. I'd be like, Dad, I can't find it. I looked over there and I can't find it. And he's like, are you fucking serious? And he'd walk over and he'd be like, he'd come up and he'd find out where it was, because he knew where it was, and he knew it was there. He'd be like, it's right here. Why do you guys come up and just like... But the whole point of that is, he does this crazy, crazy impression, but he was right. If he would have told me if y'all think about, it sounds stupid, but if you think about like a robot, whenever they're doing like artificial intelligence and stupid shit like that, which is not stupid, but it just scans. You have eyeballs. This is wasting time. Literally. If you can't find it, you have to go and come back. Go and come back. Versus doing it one time, slowly. Okay, this is what he was talking about. This is it. Confirm. Good. Go. And people don't think that's a big deal. But multiply that over 60 years. Everything that you've ever done that you've lost. Multiply that. Anything that anyone's ever told you to look for.
because you didn't take your time. Multiply that. That's years. That is years of time that could have been prevented. Like my father said, don't be a dumbass and just use your eyes. You can just do this. But the point of that is to apply all concepts. And when it comes to communication, I know. All right, let's get to community anyways. But the whole point about this is like that's why communication is so valuable. So if I would have just showed y'all the example that my father did, y'all would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Sorry. They would be like, what are you talking about?" But that explanation I gave you is communication. And communication and relationships are important. And so my roommate and I, we tried an open relationship with her and her boyfriend and I. I'm not gay. I don't do that, but just with her. With that being said, it comes down to communication. And the only way you can do things like this with your significant other, have effective business, effective students, effective teaching, anything, is effective communication. And that literally goes with first off, you gotta talk. We have to open this book and be like, hey, second off, it needs to be the right time. Like you don't want to have any of these conversations. I'm not gonna have this conversation with you guys at like midnight, like maybe on like a Saturday, but we're gonna be tired, and then that's how arguments start. And then being aware of who you are, so like, or who you're speaking to. So like, I've had to learn how to communicate to my teachers, because like I've got the perspective of what I look like and who I am, and I realized that a lot of people have thought I was just an ignorant black guy. I'm it sounds horrible, but yeah, and I played that role for a while, and I was like, wait a second, I'm an actually very fucking intelligent guy, and I should have about 3 degrees right now, and I'm gonna prove it in about a year. I was like, hold on a second. So then when I go into my next job, my boss is telling me all these things. Like, okay, sir, I do understand that. With that being said, my question is, boom. And it's about asking the right question. Once again, not wasting your time. But slowing down enough to be, okay, so without making him think that I am an arrogant prick, how do I ask him about plantar flexion for this client because they have had an MCL repair and their knees locked down? Whatever. Because I am a day two employee, and I know I come off arrogant saying that. So the way I communicate that is I'm not trying to teach you. I'm just explaining. The way I communicate that is, okay, I understand that. Thanks. I really do appreciate that. So, additionally, off of that question, how do you X, Y, and Z? And so, it's applying that concept to literally everything. Conversations. I mean, the diligency to, I mean, when you see how I work out, everything. And it's all about not just saving time, it's just about being efficient. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Let me read. Um okay, so we have 30 minutes. I'm gonna smoke this for about 5 and we'll just talk a little bit. We were making fun of you, but it in a nice way builds character. That's a great example. Yeah. I mean, it's true though. Like imposter syndrome is a real thing. Like, and like I noticed for me, like it, I am driven by money. I'll let that marinate for a second. And when I say buddy, I'm not the love of buddy. I mean what I can do with the money. You can help so many people with money, man. Like, and a lot of people just aren't in the position to help themselves. And so like when when I realized that I wasn't getting paid for my value in the Air Force for how much we were working, and then everything else happened in my life, I was like, man, fuck all of this. I'm getting out. And I would literally just go to work and like just give up. Because I was just like, I'm not getting paid for any of this. I'm fucking depressed. And I feel like fucking killing myself. Like, yeah, no, I don't. You're not paying me enough for this, and none of this is worth it. But then when I got out and I'm starting to look around at like money and things like that, like, like I'm like, oh wait, you pay me for what's inside my brain? Oh well, fuck that. I mean, shit. In that case, I've literally read like 12 anatomy books, and you can pay me fucking $10 an hour because I have no titles, which I should be making as much as your PTA, but you know. So yeah, just pay me, and then I'll take that money and I'll put it back into here. I will bring it back into your clinic, and I will buy items so people will be here, so your clients will want to come here. I mean, just simple things like, oh hey, would you like a Gatorade instead of some water? You know, like, and just give them options. And what does that do? It brings it back around. And so that's why I think the military is good, pay is good, and all these other things. But that's why I like being out. It's so hard for me. Wait, you guys are getting paid for this? I mean, like, wait, what do you mean, Heather? Oh, what do y'all think about the fitness trend? Also, I'm gonna be selling my program. I'm not gonna recertify in personal training because it's a waste of my money. I don't need a certification like to prove, but I'm gonna start selling my programs and stuff on Fiverr. So if y'all want programs built specifically for you, or you just need workout programs, hit me up. I'll let you know. Yeah, we have about 1 more minute, so yes, yes, factual. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I was like, wait. You're telling me this is what y'all getting paid to do? I was like, wait, you're telling me you getting paid to wipe down a few tables and demonstrate stretches? Y'all ain't got to do no program design, bro. Like, it blew my mind. So the test that the tests that the physical therapists were doing, like some of the tests, I learned how to do those. I just didn't. I just I just thought it was being a good trainer. No, all of this is like levels ahead, and so it's helping me out now because like I'm a physical therapist aide, but they're training me as a physical therapist. It's fucking amazing. Like they're showing me how to do mobs, and they're actually teaching me, and it's oh I love it. I fucking love it. I love it, and I'm like my GI Bill is covering my school, so like I can just go to fucking school. It's nice. More people should have the opportunity. Everyone has this opportunity, but they need to be more informed and be able to trust those who tell them. Because young adults don't listen because they don't trust. I mean, and I don't either. I didn't either. And so we need to gain the youth's trust so they'll listen to us and do these things. So they can get into these positions like I'm at 29, and thoroughly enjoy their lives. Because if something happens tomorrow and I die, I would be happy. I would be disappointed because I want to see what I can do. Now I feel like I'm finally getting out and stretching my legs a little bit. But I'd be okay. And I feel like everyone should be able to do that. Everyone should be able to breathe. No one should have to worry about like, fuck, where's my next meal coming from? Or shit, I don't have money for this. And all these other things. And it comes from you can't take these decisions back, so people make bad decisions because they were ill informed. And it's so unfortunate. And I'm not talking about just people in the ghettos or anything like that. No. Just people in general. And that's why I say it's so important for us to learn as adults and listen to our elders. So when we get there, and we have our own children, our children will listen to us. And they don't go into schools and fucking shoot people. And they don't bully children. Because first off, my child's gonna fucking stomp your child's ass and maybe curb stomp you if you hurt a child or a girl. Because I will teach them. With that being said, they'll be servants of our environment for each other. It can all just go back into one. Okay. Okay, so we have 22 minutes. A lot of this came with age, but with ADHD, it always comes at a later time than everyone else. I did not know that. It's showing that you're not here, but if you do tune in and you see this later, I did not know that. But it's our superpower. Factual. It. I'm thankful. I'm grateful because I feel like ADHD. It's like it's like being just wired all the time, which sucks. But if you can control it and aim it and direct it, I can say it's more like a superpower. I've always said if I had a superpower, it would be knowledge, information. Because I mean, fuck it, I don't need to learn how to fly. I can or know or be able to fly. I can learn how to fly. I can learn anything, and we have that superpower. We just need to be able to minimize our stress enough to be able to fucking think throughout the day. All right, so what? You know what we should do? What do y'all want to talk about for our? Okay. First off, do y'all have like a time that y'all would like to do this? I would like to do this like every Sunday, because I feel like that's a good time when people are at home, and they have a week's worth of information they could drop out, and I can jot notes down for it, and we'll do like a 2-hour stream. We'll do a break, a small break, big break, small break, and then we'll cut. That's what I think. So, do you have any ideas or any topics that y'all would like to choose? And factual, it is beautiful. Heather. Oh wait, I said I was gonna put his name in the chat. Hold on, let me do that. Oh, let's see here. So. Facts. Yeah. 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 I mean, it can be just like our like we can call it our kickback. Because like I mean, you don't nowadays you don't have to be able to physically meet up with people. You know, we can do this, and it's kind of hard to find like minded people, especially in everyone wants to be ignorant these days, and I don't. I'm not going to. I want to be a scholar. I'd love to learn, and I love to read, and I think that needs to be shared. And if and if I can get on here and people can give me money for gaming, I think people would like to talk about serious topics and not be scared. Um, yeah. Also, let me know if y'all think I should rip this and put it on a podcast. If y'all would like me to rip it and put it on a podcast and shit like that. I mean, it's simple enough. I'm not gonna do a lot of editing to it. I'll just probably find a little intro and just roll it. Just let me know. I mean, all this shit's simple. Like, if y'all have any ideas or suggestions, let me know. I'll give. I'm gonna sit here on stream until the hour hits. So if y'all got any comments, y'all got anything to say, I'm gonna just turn up the music a little bit and I'm just gonna hang out. If I got some thoughts or anything, you know, if y'all want to share anything, just let me know. And of course, yeah. Yeah, I think I've read. I know I've read two of his books. I feel like I've read a third one. If you go like really deep into my Instagram, you'll see the books I read like back in like 2015 or something like that. I was a real big nerd. Actually, I have them here. Yeah. So I guess I'll just like share my thoughts. Um, so I am gonna start training again, but I'm gonna train for free for right now. Um, and I'm gonna help out my friend because he is having problems. And oh, yeah, I like that. The Book of Joy. Let me write it down. I'll write it down. So currently, I'm reading. I can show you the books I'm reading. Actually, you know what? Yeah, so I'll go grab my book and I'll pack my bag for tomorrow because I gotta pack my bag anyway. So that works. I'll do that. And I'll show you what books I'm reading. Word. Thank you, Heather. Is the music too loud, by the way? Okay, so first things first. Let's see if you can see this. Oh, wait, hold on. Frederick Delavere, my favorite author. I'm reading this book. Okay, first off, I read multiple books at a time. It's like watching multiple TV shows. I don't let people tell you can't read multiple books. That's suck a dick. I can do what I want to. So I read multiple books at a time. But like obviously I'm not like holding them all at one time and flipping through books like channels. Like that's goofy. You should just obviously take your time. Oh, one of my favorite books of all time. Read this bad boy back to front. It's beautiful. If you don't like tabs, you should really do tabs. Tabs are amazing. Oh god. Anyways, this is one of my favorite books. I'm reading this. I am at the back. I know a lot of the anatomy, but I kind of want to, for what I want to do, I want to make sure I want to know it all. So, this. These two. And it sucks like I can't take them to class tomorrow because I don't know all the other books I'm going to acquire, so tomorrow... Let me turn this down. Jesus, it's loud. So tomorrow I kind of have to go with the empty bag. And then I'm also reading basically a book on the stock market. If you're not investing in stocks, you need to learn how to. If you've sold dope before, if you know anyone who has, if you've thought about making passive income, if you've even been curious about what's going on or what the stock market is, you need to learn. The stock market is designed for people like us to be able to invest in companies. Like, it's, and people are like, oh, well, you invest in, well, yeah, I invest. Who gives a fuck? Don't, like I said, man, don't let people sway you. Nuke, if you're still listening, man, look, you got $20, bro. Don't. Okay, I'm not gonna. What I would do with $20 at 16 years old is I would open a bank account. What I would do with the next $20, I would take all my money and turn it into digital currency. And the reason digital currency, in my opinion, is so important is because it's immediate. And so you can transfer it, and when, I mean, your favorite stock is probably going to be a tech stock of some type. Let's say Apple fucking plummets because some dumbass athlete did something or some CEO was fucking someone. You have that money in that account and you can go buy it when it dips, and then when it goes back up, guess what? You made $200. Just like that. And it's not fake. It's not illegal. It's fucking legal, and you're supporting your company. Like, please. Music just fine. LOL nerding hard on that anatomy. I'm like, that was psychology. I love psychology. I'm gonna get my. I know that I'm gonna finish my sociology. I'm gonna finish my sociology degree at University of Maryland University. My associates, but I may double major in sociology or psychology here. So I dig psychology. It's amazing. It truthfully is. Money is not a driven factor for everyone though, so that's where I'm trying to figure out what else is going to drive us. Facts. But see, I'm not talking about money in that aspect though. I'm talking about money as a catalyst to do what you need to do. I don't want... Okay, so if I had $1 billion, I would obviously not give it all away. It would be dumb because you got to think about reparations for a reason. If you got to teach people how to fish, basically, you got to teach people how to fish. You can't just give people money. You have to teach people how to make money. And if they're not willing to listen, why help them? Like, people are literally not willing to listen. So my whole point about money being a catalyst specifically is like, I want $1 billion so I can come back to fucking Stanley County and put a hospital there. Like, all these other things there. And yeah, I'm gonna fucking roll in something nice. I'm probably gonna drive a fucking Tesla. But you gotta think, I drive an Accord now. A 2018 Accord now. So what the fuck's a Tesla when you have $1 million? Wait, hold on, this is my favorite part. Tell me, bro, y'all got Jan's basketball. Anyways, but yeah, that's what I mean as money as a catalyst. I don't want money to be, and that's the problem. Money can create greed, but that's why you live by principles instead of values, if that makes sense. Tangible items. Anyways, so yeah, that's why I want money. I want money because like Elon, bro, like Elon's like, look, are you fuckers, when y'all get money, y'all are fucking up with it. You know what? I'm gonna do this shit my damn self, and I'll fix it my fucking self. And that's what I want to do. To be rich without money, there are also ways to be rich with money, and yes, I agree with you 100%. There is not enough sociology, lol, I love it. Facts, yeah, I mean, and I can't disagree one bit with that. Anyway, yo, this is my shit. This is my shit. So I don't know if y'all are into Asian culture much, but I love Asian culture. There's this movie called Hero. Look it up. It's Hero, and it's red, and it has Jet Li. Not Jet Li. It has Donnie Yen. A bunch of Asian actors in it, but they go through meditation. And so, my audiobook, I'm listening to 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and something they talk about was with the end in mind. So when you're meditating, you can picture, when you're meditating, they talk about all the greatest athletes. They visualize, like Mike, no matter what, he's always here. And the reason I'm gonna tell you why I believe all this is important, it's because when you can meditate, what people don't know is meditation aids your sleep. And when you sleep, you can do whatever you fucking want to in your brain when you sleep. I know it sounds crazy, but once you get to a point where you're calm and in this fucking pillow is turned in a relaxed state when you're asleep, you go into what everyone calls lucid dreaming. Basically, where you know you're asleep, and people like Michael Jordan, people like Magnus Carlsen, the greatest chess player of all time now, what do? Y'all have seen the Queen's Gambit. What does she do? She's laying there, and she's playing while she's asleep. Think about it. You have, hypothetically, 8 hours of sleep when your body's repairing, and you can REM sleep for however, I can't remember how many hours REM sleep is, but when you hit REM sleep, let's say you can lucid dream frequently. It doesn't even have to be every night. But while you're asleep, you can practice these tasks. You go to bed, you read, and then you can practice these tasks. This is how people accelerate so fast. And then when they get up, they're doing it. And when they're up, you see kids when they're playing basketball, they're walking around the corner and they're just like this. and they're practicing is they're visualizing. And people want to make fun of people like that, and they lose it and they stop doing it. And what does Brennan's dad say at the end of Step Brothers? She says, "Don't lose your dinosaur." And that is so underrated because it's true. Like, you end up losing it. You put it up and you're like, everything he says right there. Everything he says right there is true. You put it up, and fortunately, I got a chance to come back to exercise science because I didn't have any of the distractions or any of the mistakes or any of the problems because I was adopted into a family and a neighborhood that I could focus on my dreams, and then I got an opportunity, and my parents were there for me, and no matter what they did, they gave me an opportunity to where, like, I didn't have a record, and so I could have joined the Air Force. I was above average thoughts here. On paper, I was below average, but when I tested, I was above average. But a lot of people don't even get the ticket to test because they've gotten in trouble, because they've done wrong, because they've had to do wrong, because they're limited on options. And so that's where I'm trying to go with all of this. And anyways, look at a candle before you close your eyes. This is natural guarantee and lucid dreams. Okay. When you find your center at any moment, then you know it's working. So nice. Facts. Alright, yes, so facts. We got 2 minutes. Any closing thoughts? Any closing notes? I love doing this. And I'm getting out of the habits of making promises that I can't keep, but what I will say is I want to continue doing this. And I would love to continue doing this once a week. So we all have time, you know, and I love it to be where we can communicate like this. And I never want this to be without you guys. So always interact. I appreciate you guys. One last thought. Your morning starts at night. Remember, it's about being efficient. Fold your clothes. Pack your lunch. Brush your teeth. Because, you know, like when you're old, you ain't trying to be that old ass person with. First off, it's disgusting not brushing your teeth. Second off, it's disgusting not brushing your teeth. Third off, brush your fucking teeth. Fourth off, it'll save you on dental costs in the end. Anyways, but it'll actually, you won't have so much bacteria in your mouth and you can breathe a little bit. Hint, hint. But, and I hope you sleep. And you can get up in the morning. You don't need so much coffee, and life's good. Anyways, I love you guys. Let me check, make sure there's anything else. Nope. I'm gonna tune out. Yeah, man. I'll be back on. Y'all know I'll be posting shit on Facebook. Much love. Y'all have a great night. And I'm gonna let this run for a second. And yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Deuces. I love your appreciation for parents and the foundations we were given to have that chance. I really appreciate our safety. I was talking about earlier. And thank you for the conversation and knowledge. You are appreciated, my friend. Look forward to next time. Hey man, I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate like we didn't know each other that well, you know, and I see that you've begun to like it to really blossom, and it's really cool to see. So like I really appreciate that. Yeah, you know, and for me, what really did it is like, you know, I'm adopted, but like, I just recently found out, my biological dad was in Oakland in the '90s and was doing some wild shit, you know, and my mom was doing some wild shit too. Um, and what does this say? Am I getting banned? Okay, this is what this is saying. What does this say? What is it? Can y'all see this? This is on the screen. I think I'm gonna get banned here in a second. Let me pull this up. Anyways, I remember where the fuck I was going with that. Oh no, it's just your fucking comment. I didn't know your comment came on the screen like that. I forgot I had to set that up. I am so sorry. But no, okay, so let me just finish this off. So my biological dad was in Oakland in the '90s. My mom was, you know, doing some wild shit that was kind of keeping up their business while my dad was in prison. And Heather, if you saw my post on Facebook where it says the system worked, I'm talking. This is a badass breakdown right here. But it's very possible that I should have been in prison because y'all know how I am, how much of a firecracker I am, and like in a location like that, when I'm put up against the wall, bro, I don't back down. And I'm very fortunate that I didn't have to deal with situations like that. Cause yeah, I'll fucking shoot a motherfucker. I don't care, especially if you're threatening me or my family. Yeah, no, I'll fucking put a gun in your mouth because you deserve it. You fucking cuck. No, it sounds crazy and insane, but don't fuck with people's families, you know. And unfortunately, I wasn't in a situation where I never had to make that decision, and I got an opportunity. So yes, Heather, you're 100% right. Like we may not have been raised in the best location, but that's what people indicate towards white privilege. And I think the title needs to be altered slightly. Instead of white privilege, it needs to be just privilege. Because yes, the percentage of white people do have this opportunity. My family's white. I technically have white privilege, except for I'm a black guy. And it's kind of working in my favor actually, because people think I'm a dumbass. Anyways, but like, wait. Anyways, but yeah, like so. Oh, the sun's going down. I have my light set up to the time on the sun goes down. Basically, the sunset. But I gotta basically hurry up and get this done. But yeah. So basically, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, Heather, we had the opportunity, and we need to make the most of it for people who don't have that opportunity. You know, and that's all it is. That's all it's about. We need to help people that need help. So yeah, I'm gonna finish eating. I know we keep on conversing, but I'm gonna finish eating because if I get up right now, I'm not gonna finish eating. And I have to eat because I worked out today. Yeah, also I gotta finish my bowl and shit. Maybe like That's the hard part about smoking for like meds, because like I honestly I don't really need to smoke, but I know like when I go to sleep, I get exceptionally like my dreams scare me. I have night terrors, so I I actually need. I don't have to smoke, but I have to do something about it because I will sleep 2 hours a night. There's time in Italy where I slept like 3 hours a night for I mean what had to be months. 'Cause I couldn't fucking sleep because I was having night terrors. And same thing happened in Afghanistan. And I couldn't fucking sleep. It sucked. It sucked so bad. So like now I am trying to be responsible, and it sounds so goofy, but I'm forcing myself to smoke because I know if I don't fucking smoke, I'm gonna have night terrors, and I'm not gonna be able to fucking sleep. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow sluggish. My whole day's gonna be wrecked. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have an amazing week. Much love and thank you. Bye bye.